People move in and out of cities all the time. Is this a non-story? Depending on how you frame it. The elephant in the room here is affordability, housing supply, and demand. The most populous city in Colorado, Denver, is also known as the Mile High City because its official elevation is 1 mile above sea level. Denver has always enjoyed a very healthy amount of transplants, not just from the East Coast, but also California and Texas. Post-Great Recession, as many as 1,000 people a week would be moving to Denver. Anytime the cost of living in an area relative to the wages available gets so far out of whack, it starts to squeeze out opportunity. Denver's economy is based partially on its geographic position and its connection to some of the country's major transportation systems. Because Denver is the largest city within 500 miles, it has become a natural location for storage and distribution of goods and services to the mountain states, southwest states, as well as all western states. Another benefit for distribution is that Denver is nearly equidistant from large cities of the Midwest, such as Chicago and St. Louis, and some large cities of the West Coast, Los Angeles and San Francisco. Analysts say the opportunity factor in Denver has taken a huge hit over the past 3-4 years. There is just not as much opportunity for younger people anymore, they say. Would you agree? Unemployment is low, but there seems to be just a plethora of low and mediocre paying jobs available. Still, there aren't many corporate headquarters here. Samsonite Core, the world's largest luggage manufacturer, began in Denver in 1910. But Samsonite closed its Denver factory in 2001 and moved its headquarters to Massachusetts after a change of ownership in 2006. In the 1970s and early 80s, the energy crisis in America and resulting high oil prices created an energy boom in Denver, captured in the soap opera Dynasty. Denver was built up considerably during this time with the construction of many new downtown skyscrapers. When the price of oil dropped from $34 a barrel in 1981 to $9 in '86, the Denver economy also dropped, leaving almost 15,000 oil industry workers in the area unemployed. Places like Omaha, Nebraska now also have craft coffee shops, farmers markets, and brew pubs, but their cost of living is a fraction of what it is in Denver. Add in giant college debt loads and paying 40 to 50% of your take-home money to rent in Denver, and it just doesn't seem cool. As the drag on city resources grows bigger, the city needs to step up and reinvest in proper infrastructure. Denver's mass transit is lacking in real-world applicability. The suburban light rail and the airport train don't serve city residents that well. Lots of apartments have been built recently on the premise that Denver will get a never-ending supply of new residents who will pay for luxury apartments. But many newcomers to Colorado are young, don't have extended family here, haven't established their own families, and some fear could leave as quickly as they came. But there are some improvements in sight. Sort of. For the first time, Denver has approved a permit to allow people living in their cars to park overnight in a designated area. The city's planning office confirmed it issued a temporary zoning permit on July the 9th to let First Universalist Church establish a safe outdoor space for up to 8 cars in a limited area in the church's parking lot. The church is located at the intersection of South Colorado Boulevard and East Hampden Avenue in Denver's University Hills neighborhood. There are at least 1,000 people living in their cars in the Denver metro area, a number the analysts expect to rise after the national eviction moratorium ends this month. Amen.